Very good. That's interesting. Universities previously offered developers an assurance of occupancy or an assurance of income if they were developing a student housing project or a dormitory project of some sort on or near the campus to help the developer get over that hump with financing. They're less willing or maybe totally unwilling to do this any longer because it ends up as a liability on their balance sheets. How has this reality affected your strategy and how you're getting things done today?
Well, you have to be creative. Again, as you said, I would say they're less willing, they're not unwilling. There's still some situations where the schools will offer you those kind of guarantees, but they are becoming fewer and far between. What we've done basically, I guess the best example I can give you is a property we did at Franklin and Marshall College in Lancaster, where we leased the land from Franklin and Marshall. It was deed restricted land, they couldn't sell it. So we leased it from them on a long-term lease, but we made it a participating lease with them, where they actually shared in the upside of the properties once we got our appropriate returns. And it kind of, in exchange for that, what Franklin Marshall would do was they went out and they changed their student housing policy to say that everyone that goes to school at Franklin and Marshall either lives on campus or in what they call college-approved housing. And our college-approved housing, our properties tops the list of college-approved housing at Franklin and Marshall.
Nice.
So we incentivize them to be partners with us. So instead of giving us a guarantee, they sort of guide their students to us. And also as part of that, the property that we built, which is actually a mixed-use property, so it kind of gets back to your first question, where we're doing different things. We have retail on the bottom floor and then 400 beds of student housing above it, but it is on the official campus tour. So anybody coming to look at the school, they see the classrooms and the cafeteria, the athletic facilities, but they also see our property. So they're seeing the kind of residence facilities the school can offer. And it's even though it's technically ours, they share it and they feel a kinship with us.
That's very beneficial for you guys.
It really is.
Yeah, great. I guess our last question that I want to ask was, do you anticipate demographic funding or other changes affecting colleges going forward? I mean, are student enrollment rates rising, falling, etc.? And how does that affect your company's strategy?
Well, right now they're rising because we're still in the middle of what they call the echo boom, which is the baby boomers, the people my generation. All our kids are now high school and college age, so those kids are all going through the secondary educational years. So the echo boom will probably last another 6 or 7 years, but we need to think beyond that, and we need to go beyond where demographics will start coming down. The percentage of kids who are going to college is going up as well too. So we're kind of getting a double bang here. College enrollments are at an all-time high right now. College applications are at an all-time high right now, but that's not going to last forever. So we need to make sure we're kind of identifying the schools we think will be stayers. The state school systems really aren't going anywhere. The Ivy League schools really aren't going anywhere. So you need to make sure that you're kind of tying into the right schools and staying with the ones that have staying power. The colleges tend to have much longer investment horizons, much longer ways of looking at things, time frames of looking at things than developers do. Developers tend to think in 3 to 5 year time frames. Colleges think in 50 to 25 to 50 year time frames. So you need to kind of make sure that you're understanding where they're coming from with it. So it does change your strategy a little bit. You want to make sure you're identifying with the schools and making sure that you're building at or near or with the schools that we know are going to be lasting.
Wonderful. Thanks. That's great insight. Jim, thanks very much for joining us today. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Andrew
Thank you.
Benioff and Jim Smith for the Llenrock blog. Thank you for joining us.